I don't have to tell you, it is game day, and Denver cruising to a comfortable, dominant, and potentially blowout win against the Kansas City Chiefs. The Broncos are just a quarter away from punching their ticket to the playoffs for the first time in nearly 10 years. On their way to the win, Bo Nix setting a new passing record with an unbelievable triple deflection pass that landed in the hand of Devon Vele. Good evening. Thanks for being here. I'm Alexandra Lewis.
And I'm Tom Green. Yeah, the Bo Show has been really something to behold today, and a real party for fans who got to enjoy decent weather and a fun football game. Nice
and relaxing, yeah. that part.
Yeah, they were in control from go, and Bo Nix was running the offense in high form. 38-0, they lead the Kansas City Chiefs. There's 2 minutes left in the game, but that clock is going to spin, and the Broncos are going to be in, getting ready for a trip to Buffalo. When we do have the game over, of course, we'll take you live to the locker room to hear what the head coach Sean Payton has to say, what the players have to say. Their season is not over. That game is wrapping up soon. We'll be taking you out there live. Well, some of the Broncos fans know what it's like to be in the playoffs, but for some, not so much. It's been a while.
Yeah, think about it. For the youngest of fans, this year could mark their first ever postseason. 9 News reporter Janelle Finch joins us from outside Empower Field with how fans are feeling. Hey, Janelle.
Hey guys, yeah, there are some things in life that words just can't describe. You have to be there for yourself and just live it. So families are hoping, and it's looking pretty good right now, that the next experience they get to share is seeing the Broncos break an 8-year streak and make it to the playoffs. Burgers and hot dogs aren't enough to satisfy Broncos fans.
So you better win this, Broncos.
The hunger to make the playoffs is stronger than ever.
Gonna get a W today, right? So we can watch them play postseason for the first time in, 7, 8, 10 years?
The littlest fans have never seen the Broncos lace up past the regular season. Fans under 10 have only ever known bad Broncos and heard stories of the best.
They've been mid. They've lost quite a few games. Peyton Manning made some amazing plays, and the other ones didn't.
But their parents know it wasn't always this way.
Man, when the Broncos were really good, you just couldn't stop watching them. It was like exciting. It was excitement. You know, we had just getting every game coming in and the excitement of the crowd. And I mean, it's just great. And it's almost like we're getting that feeling again. We're working right back up to that.
For the first time in a long time, there's hope history makes a comeback.
It's exciting to actually see that they brought in a quarterback that's, actually doing something, providing a winning environment. It's something we haven't seen in quite some time. And I mean, our playoff drought is potentially on the verge of being over.
Kids want to win just as bad as their parents. We don't suck anymore!
Yes, hell yeah.
But until the clock hits 0, fans are working up an appetite.
Oh yeah. Do the dance.
Yeah, we going to the Super Bowl.
That can only be satisfied with earning a spot in the postseason.
It's going to mean the world to me. That's why we're here today. I mean, we come all the time, but I told him, you're coming today and you're going to feel the energy of all these great Bronco fans. You're going to feel that energy as we're going into the playoffs.
And if we're keeping with the food theme, maybe getting to the Super Bowl is dessert, but fans aren't getting ahead of themselves. Like said, they want to win today, they want to win in the next game, and then move on from there. But they are saying that this is the momentum that the team needs, the franchise needs, going into the seasons ahead. Live in Denver, Janelle Finch, 9 News.
Yeah, I don't know about momentum on the way to Buffalo, but I do know one thing. It was 3 hours of fun today for Bronco fans as they really had their way with the Chiefs. Thanks, Janelle. So speaking of Empower Field, the fans will be coming out shortly, but right now many are staying, trying to embrace the beautiful warm feeling they've got despite the freezing temperatures. Broncos posting that 38-0 win today, but no snow in Denver today. The mountains and northern Colorado could still see a couple of more inches this evening. Also, take a look at some photos. This from Table Mountain. These are photos shared by 9 News photojournalist Ann Herbst on her hike today. You can see much of the landscape covered in frost. It was looking like a winter wonderland in many parts of the area. So let's now get to the 9 News Weather Impact Team meteorologist Carl Lamb with more on our chances of seeing some snow later this week. Certainly cold, Carl.
Yeah, definitely cold out there, and that's what we're dealing with right now. If you were in the shadows for the game, I mean, it was really cold out there, but temperatures right now, 25 out at DIA, 25 in Colorado Springs. It's especially cold for the Eastern Plains, 9 degrees in Ray, 14 in Sterling right now, and 37 for friends in Durango watching tonight, 24 in Gunnison. Now, it is a clean scan on radar. We don't have much to tell you about at this point. The snow machine has tapered off, and a lot of the snow has just really been not much of an issue today. Now, the winter storm warnings are in place for areas across the country, from Kansas City all the way to Washington, D.C. This system is a mess. If you have travel headed to DIA and going eastward, make sure you check with your air carrier, because there have been hundreds of delays. This is going to be a nasty system that is headed our way, and we're certainly keeping track of what's on the way for tonight. Temperatures dropping down into the 20s, but there's still a ways to go as we go into tonight as well. And the headlines that we're tracking, this is what I want to let you know. There's more sun for Monday, some snow for Monday night into Tuesday morning, and we're tracking some colder air on the way for Tuesday. So I'll have all of that coming up in the 7-day forecast in just a little bit.
Carl, thanks. It's been a rough past few days for travelers at the Denver International Airport. The winter weather continuing to impact travel. Nearly 500 flights have been delayed and nearly 100 have been canceled so far as the region deals with those below freezing temps. It is certainly an improvement, though, from yesterday after all that fog forced more than 1,000 delays. Because of the cold weather, the city and county of Denver will have their severe weather shelter open this week. So they say they're going to stay open till 11 a.m. Wednesday. The city will provide extra space at the Stone Creek shelter. That's the former Best Western right off of Quebec and north of I-70. Shelter will also be provided at city facilities on West 7th and South Zuni, and a few so-called front door shelters all around the city will have expanded capacity.
There's a new kind of restaurant celebrating opening day today in Castle Rock. However, the owner is running this business just a little bit differently. It's called Sunday Salmon, and it's serving up all gluten-free, mostly organic food, free for people who are living at or below the poverty line. The owner, Mary Grothy, said she wants to create an atmosphere where everyone, no matter their economic status, can sit together and learn from each other.
As neighbors meet each other, transformation will happen as those in need gain access to social capital, relationships, potential employment opportunities, but ultimately a different way of living their life.
Sunday Salmon just opened its doors. They'll only be open on Sundays for dinner for a while, but Grothy says she hopes to eventually open for dinner every night of the week. We're going to have more from the restaurant's first night coming up tonight on 9 News at 9 and 10.